To throw on second down is Darnold. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Leopard!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Off of play action, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What, you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this,
okay.
All right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all putting it through the posts.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big time? Time play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. And it's complete. Henry, his first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A carry for Foreman. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Leopard! Gone! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run with Foreman. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
Leopard. Over.
Here's Foreman. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Watch it now, Barney!
Darnold on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And his throw here is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now Foreman. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Gone, gone!
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Chargers on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Darnold from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Detroit!
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Play action. They'll throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Accelerating, and off he goes. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll run it here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Chargers on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Chargers on third down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They're going to look to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the toss, here's Foreman. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Darnold on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Chargers on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll run it here. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just sits down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a pretty big third down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
4th quarter, holding on to a lead, fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Finds a seam inside the 40. Over the middle, complete. That's Patrick. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Faking the give, Darnold. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Again, Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now Myers for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Again, it's Foreman, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to him on 1st down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They run again with Foreman. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.